Well, it's time for the G2D quiz. So take out a piece of paper and a pencil and number 1 through 12. I'm going to go through the questions pretty quick, so if you need more time, just pause the video. When you're done with the quiz, you can find the answers at hamwhisper.com under the exam answers page under the G2D section. So now that you got your pencil and paper, number 1 through 12, let's get started. Question 1. What is the amateur auxiliary to the FCC? A. Amateur volunteers who are formally enlisted to monitor the airwaves for rules violations. B. Amateur volunteers who conduct amateur licensing examinations. C. Amateur volunteers who conduct frequency coordination for amateur VHF repeaters. Or D. Amateur volunteers who use their station equipment to help civil defense organizations in times of emergency. Question 2. What are the objectives of the amateur auxiliary? A. To conduct efficient and orderly amateur licensing examinations. B. To encourage amateur self-regulation and compliance with the rules. C. To coordinate repeaters for efficient and orderly spectrum usage. Or D. To provide emergency and public safety communications. Question 3. What skills learned during fox hunts are of help to the amateur auxiliary? A. Identification of out-of-band operation. B. Direction-finding skills used to locate stations violating FCC rules. C. Identification of different call signs. Or D. Hunters have an opportunity to transmit on non-amateur frequencies. Question 4. What is an azimuthal projection map? A. A world map projection centered on the North Pole. B. A world map projection centered on a particular location. C. A world map that shows the angle at which an amateur satellite crosses the equator. Or D. A world map that shows the number of degrees longitude that an amateur satellite appears to move westward at the equator with each orbit. Question 5. What is the most useful type of map to use when orienting a directional HF antenna towards a distant station? A. Azimuthal projection. B. Mercator projection. C. Polar projection. Or D. Stereographic projection. Question 6. How is a directional antenna pointed when making a long path contact with another station? A. Toward the rising sun. B. Along the gray line. C. 180 degrees from its short path heading. Or D. Toward the north. Question 7. Which of the following information must the licensee retain as part of their station records? A. The call sign of other amateurs operating your station. B. Antenna gain calculations or manufacturer's data for antennas used on 60 meters. C. A record of all contacts made with stations in foreign countries. Or D. A copy of all third-party messages sent through your station. Question 8. Why do many amateurs keep a log even though the FCC doesn't require it? A. The ITU requires a log of all international contacts. B. The ITU requires a log of all international third-party traffic. C. The log provides evidence of operation needed to renew a license without retest. Or D. To help with a reply if the FCC requests information on who was control operator of your station at a given time and date. Question 9. What information is traditionally contained in a station log? A. Date and time of contact. B. Band and or frequency of the contact. C. Call sign of station contacted and signal report given. Or D. All of these choices are correct. Question 10. What is QRP operation? A. Remote piloted model control. B. Low power transmit operation, typically about 5 watts. C. Transmission using quick response protocol. Or D. Traffic relay procedure net operation. Question 11. Which HF antenna would be the best to use for minimizing interference? A. A bidirectional antenna. B. An isotropic antenna. C. A unidirectional antenna. Or D. An omnidirectional antenna. Question 12. Which of the following is required by the FCC rules when operating in the 60-meter band? A. If you are using other than a dipole antenna, you must keep a record of the gain of your antenna. B. You must keep a log of the date, time, frequency, power level, and stations worked. C. You must keep a log of all third-party traffic. Or D. You must keep a log of the manufacturer of your equipment and the antenna used. And that's it for Lesson 9 in the G2D quiz. For the answers to the quiz, go to hamwhisper.com and look under the exam answers page. You'll find it under the G2D section. And until next time, this is Andy, KE4GKP, saying 73, and I hope to hear you on the air soon.